Well, listen, March is National Nutrition Month, so we're going to talk about the importance of healthy eating and exercise habits. And when we talk about health, there is a lot of misinformation out there, as we all very well know, when it comes to what is and what is not healthy.
That's right, and that's why our next guest is here to bust some common nutrition myths that you have likely heard or seen in your feed.
Or done.
Joining us live this morning, or done, is Vanessa Rissetto, a registered dietitian and nutritionist and the CEO of Kalina Health. Welcome back.
Hello, thanks for having me back.
What do you think about water and the alternatives to hydrating?
It's fine, it's great. You should have water, and its chocolate milk is like nature's best sports drink. It's
After
very
a
good.
workout.
Yeah, because it has potassium.
We did discuss that one.
Magnesium. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
It's good hydration.
Before we dive in, let's first talk about the fact that nutrition information is it's ever changing. You're seeing so many different things. One day you're seeing X, the other day it's seeing Y. So something that we thought was bad years ago might actually not be bad for us.
Like wine was great, now it's terrible.
Right.
I feel like
It always has to do something with moderation, but can we get into that a little bit?
Yeah, so we only started studying nutrition during World War II. Our soldiers were dying, and we were doing autopsies, and their arteries were clogged, and we didn't understand why. And so we started to really think, what are we feeding people? So this science is still a new science. Also, the way that we do nutrition studies are not gold standard. They're not randomized controlled. They are food frequency questionnaires. So we're actually depending on you to remember what you had 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago. And so things are always going to change. So it's good that it's changing, because that means that we're doing better research, better work. So don't feel suspicious about that. Feel happy that we are kind of diving deeper so that we can learn more.
World War II.
I am gagging.
Yeah, it's new. It's super new.
Very new. It's but a baby. Okay, we're going to play a game here.
Okay, great.
Now that my mind has already exploded.
Yeah.
We're going to go through some common nutrition myths.
Yep.
Sort out whether they're true or false. You'll be the judge of us.
Yep.
Thank you.
You guys can do it. I know you can do it.
Well,
We're going to try our darndest.
First one, weight loss is as simple as calories in, calories out. True or false? I'm saying false.
It feels like it's too complicated to say true. I'm going false as well.
It's false. So yes, you need a calorie deficit, but not all calories are created equal.
Yes.
So 100 calories of chicken versus 100 calories of beer are going to be metabolized very differently.
I would love 100 calories of chicken.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? When we think about alcohol really has to get stored as fat. It's seen as a toxin. Our body has to do a lot of processes to push it out. So 100 calories of alcohol and 100 calories of chicken are very different. Not saying you can't have the alcohol.
Not all calories are equal.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, question number 2. Fruit is bad because of sugar. Is this true or false?
You tell me.
False.
I think it's false.
But people think this.
Dan Manarino.
I know a lot of people, please, and he hates rice too, because he's afraid of it.
Yeah, like guys, fruit is good. It has fiber, it has antioxidants, it has vitamins, it has minerals.
Fiber.
It's nature's candy.
Yes.
Add it with a fat, like some nuts, and you can help slow down digestion, keep you full until your next meal. Please have
what
fruit.
do I bring you most days?
Fiber.
Frutas.
Yeah, frutas.
Oh, this is a good one. Plant protein is just as good as animal protein. True or false?
False.
I'm saying false.
I think false too, but I don't know.
True.
What?
Yes.
Let me see your credentials. I'm kidding.
Plant protein has like 20 amino acids. So what we really need to be doing is varying our intake. So not just eating beans and not just eating tofu, but having a variety, nuts, seeds, whole grains, tofu, beans. That is going to help you get to that point.
Okay.
Plant
Fine.
protein is good.
All right,
know,
let's towel off from that one for a second.
This is another good one.
Question number 5. Low fat is always healthier. True or false? No, that's got to be false.
I'm going to say false.
Yeah, I grew up in the 90s and the 80s, and in
Thank you.
the 90s we used to eat these low-fat cookies and pretend that it was a free food.
Right? I remember this. Yeah. And pretend it was a free food.
Yeah,
That's
we're like,
right.
this just doesn't count. It's free.
Yeah,
So basically what happens is they strip it of the fat, but you need to still have like mouthfeel and flavor, so they add sugar, and that makes your body make fat, so it's counterintuitive and doesn't work, so you can not need to eat anything low-fat. Regular fat is
It says
fine.
low-fat.
Healthy fat is the new low fat.
That's right. And the healthy fats are avocado,
Avocado nuts.
nuts,
Coconut.
yeah, olive oil.
It's about the amount, right?
Right.
The serving size is a tablespoon.
Your turn.
Frozen produce is just as nutritious as fresh produce. This is a trick question.
I want this to be true so bad.
I want this to be true as well.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hallelujah.
it's true, because what happens is it's allowed to ripen, right, to its peak, and then it's just flash frozen. So it's actually minimally processed, and it's just as good, and you minimize on waste. And I do this thing where I cut it in the middle, and then I tie it up and put it back in the freezer so that you save the space in your freezer.
Now she's giving us hacks.
Yeah, you
on
need
top
the
of
hacks.
busting
Next
this.
time, invite me back.
Small apartment hacks for me.
Yeah,
This is
There we go.
fantastic.
Okay.
Exactly.
Very
Here we go.
very
Here we
polarizing.
go. This is the end all be all. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. True or false?
I'm gonna say true.
I feel like it's true.
It's false. Not the most important. It depends, right? So if you are at night eating all the carbs in the house and you're starving and you're hungry, then obviously not having breakfast doesn't serve you.
Right.
But if you're somebody who, when you wake up in the morning, you don't really feel great eating breakfast and it takes you like a while to get going and you don't want to eat your
Yes,
first meal till like
that's me.
11 or 12, that's
Then
fine
do
too.
it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be the
But
end.
listen to your body.
Yeah, you have to listen to your body. It's all about you.
Which is your favorite meal to eat? All the meals.
The lunch meal is my favorite meal.
Is that the one where you get
It's
it all in?
very big. I have Kayleen is my CFO, and she and I together, we get our salad kits. We add feta, we add nuts, we add avocado. There's always a sumo orange these days after. We're really, we care about lunch.
The lunch.
I'm gonna go lunch with these two.
Because when you have little kids, dinner is like,
It's hot
might
out there in the
happen, might
streets.
not,
I
yeah.
know,
This
it's
poor
real
one
hot.
was cooking dinner at 8 o'clock last
exactly,
night.
it's that thing.
But I do have some leftover chicken. I know you said you wanted chicken. I have some.
Thank God.
Vanessa, it's always